Poundcake, you know who this is? Does this sound familiar?
Hold on, he's got to put his headset on.
Oh.
All right, he's there now.
I'm curious if he knows this song. It's called Hungry Heart.
I do not.
Doesn't sound... It's a very popular song. 1980, 1979, maybe? There's a guy named Bruce Springsteen. I'm sorry?
Angry Heart or Hungry Heart?
Why does it matter? You looking it up?
I just am curious.
Do you see him Googling on the camera?
No, he's not Googling.
Oh, he's furiously Googling. Hungry Heart by Bruce Springsteen. I like this song. I'm surprised that Bruce Springsteen didn't become a grandfather until 72 years old. He just had his first grandkid.
That's crazy.
My brother became a grandfather at 39.
That's impressive.
He did the Kid Rock. I call it the Kid Rock.
Is he also in West Virginia?
No, he's not. Nope. He's in Northern Illinois. Bruce Springsteen has got a baby granddaughter. And it's his first. I wasn't sure why it was such a big deal because I assumed he had others. But his first grandchild at 72 years old. And of course, everybody is congratulating him on that. Because why not? He's coming to the Romo Fijo. They announced Springsteen in the spring. April 5th is when he'll be at the Romo Fijo. And those tickets, if you're a Springsteen fan, go on sale next Wednesday. Somebody was pointing out to me, they wrote me, we got kind of on a little tangent last week because I was digging on some Winger 17 because they were opening a show I was giving away tickets for. And we got on a little tangent about all those songs back in the day that were problematic because they were talking about very young girls. And there was a 17 by Winger. And somebody sent me a big, long list of songs that how would these songs fare in the modern age? There's Cherry Pie by Warrant. I don't know that I ever picked up that was about a young girl. It's just about the girl's cooch. It's like it's a thinly veiled celebration of her genitalia. On the way home over the weekend, I heard Don't Stand So Close to Me by the Police. That's about a teacher who wants to bang the student and vice versa. I mean, he makes reference to the Nabokov novel Lolita in the song. ZZ Top Tush. I mean, that's about an ass. Again, I don't consider these songs problematic. We still play them. I'm thinking of songs about young girls.
What's the one where she's 16? What's the like Manny Horchata?
There's a lot of them. The Into the Night?
Yeah.
We've gone over that before, right?
Yeah,
that guy was from Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
It was Benny Marino.
Benny, I think.
Into the Night? No, Benny Marino's that car dealer.
No, that's Bernie. That's Bernie.
Bernie? Benny Mardonis. His one hit was Into the Night. Yeah. She's just 11 years old, or whatever it was, right? We've done this before.
She's just 16 or 15 or something like that, yeah.
I mean, it was a great song. This was the guy's one hit. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. He died a couple of years ago.
Cancel him.
But it was the number one hit 10 years apart because it recharted. Oh, just when you think he's going to dig into it, he doesn't. No?
He knows this is when he takes his time.
Video is super creepy because he's wearing a sleeveless T-shirt and he climbs in her window.
Ew.
Right?
She's just 16 years old.
There it is.
Right out of the gate. Leave her alone, they say. That's a perfectly rational... Yes, that is a rational... If you take any admonition from another person and put it over nice music, it'll sound great. Mm-hmm. Your dad said he'd shoot me in the face if I pulled up to your house.
Well, that's how R. Kelly got away with what he was doing for all those years. He made it sound so nice. He called himself the Pied Piper.
Yeah, that's fine if you're singing about it. It's when you start doing it that they got a problem. Nobody's putting him in jail for his music. The documentary's not called Surviving R. Kelly's Albums. Benny Mardones, originally from Santiago, Chile. The song made famous by one Ricky Ricardo. And then, of course, came to Cleveland, where he got really famous for that song. So a lot of these songs this person sent to me, I was thinking of problematic songs more in the case of about young girls, not necessarily, Money for Nothing by the Dire Straits. That was a massive, massive song for that band. It was a groundbreaking video at the time because it represented state-of-the-art computer animation. People remember that video?
Pretty amazing.
But it had the word faggot in it.
Yeah.
And in subsequent airings of that song, I think that version aired for a long time before people were like, hey, maybe. So you won't hear that version on radio anymore, but it's on the album. I'm on Fire by the very same Bruce Springsteen. That's what got me thinking about this in the first place, that he had a grandkid. I'm on fire. Hey, little girl, is your dad at home? But that's kind of a colloquial thing, right? He's being folksy. Hey, little girl.
Yeah, he's not actually saying she's a little girl.
Right. I know you're 8 and I'm 40. But that's not what he was trying to, This guy still sell the hell out of some tickets, though, even if that was his song. How long do you think Benny Mardones was packing him in on the strength of that one track?
Oh, I don't think he was doing that big of tours.
They couldn't wait, but I bet he was opening for some big tours. I bet 1980-something, he was opening on some big tours, and I bet they couldn't wait for him to get to the first line of that song. Out of the gate. Doesn't even make you wait for it. She's just 16 years old. Yeah. Leave her alone. They're like, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And it wasn't 16-year-old girls throwing their panties up on the stage. It was their moms. They loved it. Because he took them back to a time they remember. When it was okay. When a guy in a vertically striped black and white sleeveless shirt was climbing through your first floor window. That was okay. My parents were so mad because this guy I was going out with was 29 and I was 16. I'm like, Mom, what's the big deal? And now you look back, you're like, holy Christ. Why wasn't every guy in prison? Seriously.
Because of the patriarchy, duh.
Duh. So, yeah, that's a good list of songs. But I think things like Tush, and listen, a lot of rock and roll, your best rock and roll is going to at least objectify women. But I was thinking about, well, it is. I'm just looking for some Tush. I mean, it's a great song, right? They even softened it a bit. They're like, I'm just gonna grab some ass. That wasn't the song. I'm looking for some Tush. Tush, it's nice, it's cute, it's sweet. Legs. ZZ Top, she's got legs. It wasn't, they weren't using that song to sell pantyhose. That's what it is. Coming of Age by the Damn Yankees. That was that Ted Nugent Night Ranger supergroup back in the day. It's about puberty. She's off in a rage. She's coming of age. She's going crazy. Little sister, she's off in a rage. She's going crazy. She's in the back seat with guys who are 40 or something. I don't know. I don't think they ever got too crazy with it. They still wanted to imply that the guy was within an acceptable range. Mm-hmm. So it couldn't be, I'm 50 and she's 10. They couldn't do that, obviously. That's just gross. Nobody's going to take that ride with you. But 16, 17. Age of consent was very, very important back to some of the earlier songwriters. Very important. And the lower that age of consent, happier some of these cats were. Oof. But at the time, the Beatles are like, she was just 17. They were 20. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 21. They weren't 35.
Right.
I think Kip Winger was 35. But even in that song,
I think he was 25.
Okay. Well, I mean, Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me. Right? The dad is telling him, look, I don't want her hanging around with you. They told Kip Winger.
Beat it, Winger.
What if it was the same guy who told Benny Mardones as it told Kip Winger? What if this one girl just got herself in these guys' brains, and they were all writing about the same girl. Can you imagine that?
I mean, there's that chance because you talk about like it's a fictionalized version, but you have the movie Almost Famous, whereas Penny Lane, she was with a whole bunch of different rock stars. Yeah. So Band-Aid, not a groupie. Band-Aid.
I saw that movie one time.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Billy Crudup is in that, right?
Yeah, it's worth a revisit if you haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Right.
It's real good.
Christine 16 by Kiss. There you go. Domino. That's about a young girl, too. Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon by Neil Diamond.
There you go. I thought that was that Clutch song that Mary likes.
Dominoes.
Dominoes.
Bang, 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 bang.
Alan, what about Little Girls by Oingo Boingo? Yeah, that song is gross, too. I don't know how any of these guys got away with it.
That's why you got to appreciate Van Halen singing about Hot for Teacher. They flipped the script. They're like,
yes.
Oh, we're going to take the position of the underage person and sing about a grown-up.
That's right.
The girls, they make me feel so bad. When they're around, they make me feel like I'm the only guy in town. I love.
Now, he was doing a video with a bunch of dwarves. So I think he meant little girls very, very literally in that. But I don't know. Danny Elfman's a weird guy. Pearl Necklace by ZZ Top. That is a song about popping off
Gross, dude.
onto your woman. Because she likes jewelry, Mary.
Oh,
She likes jewelry.
That's what it is.
You've got to get her some kind of jewelry that she can show off to her friends and enjoy.
Duh.
Sexy and 17 by the Stray Cats. That
Maybe
Ringo.
it's just the word 17 it just fits in lyrics well compared to 18.
17.
Yeah, I don't know.
18. Well, I mean, Alice Cooper had I'm 18, but
Yeah.
that was about him kind of striking out and,
Yeah.
not she's 18. Yeah, Ringo Starr saying that you're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. They're like, oh, come on, bro. Wait, he's like, what? It's fine. It's a song about my daughter. I'm extolling her virtues, peace
by-
and love.
And it's by Ringo Starr, so everybody expected no one would ever hear it.
Yeah, that's right. You say what you want about Ringo. Luckiest drummer ever to grace the planet. But he had a couple of songs. Don't Come Easy was an okay song. And the older you get, you're trying to get girls to buy your albums,
Come
right?
on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine.
Oh, boy.
You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
Nah.
Didn't one of who was it? Paul McCartney was it him who was asked if Ringo was the best drummer of all time, and he was like, he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Yes!
I love
Pete
that.
Best was way better.
Yeah.
It's so
Couldn't keep it
funny.
together. Yeah.
It's one of the best quotes.
You're 16. Now, that's a cover song. It's not Ringo Starr's song. But he was 33 when he did that cover. So, lips like strawberry wine.
In your mind.
And you're mine. I'm 33. You're beautiful and you're mine. Right. Hey, Dustin left us a message
Oh,
on the app. He's driving around
what did I
and
say? Is this going to be about inbreds? What did I say? That I like murderers?
and I don't know about
99%.
Mary.
I'm just saying, if she's in
Alan,
inbred,
it's Dustin down here in Georgia. I tell you, man, y'all talking about Alan Jackson. I used to like that song, It's All Right to Be a Redneck. I went and got me a damn airbrush t-shirt, and on the front of it said, It's All Right, and on the back it said, To Be a Redneck. Now tell me that ain't damn country.
Nobody said there's anything wrong with being a redneck. You gotta wear that shirt. I like how they split it up because you could put It's All Right to Be a Redneck on the front of the shirt. But then you're wasting all that sweet back real estate.
Right.
You want to give people, you want to make them wonder when they see you coming, and then you want them to turn their head. They're like, don't leave me hanging. What's the rest of the shirt?
Or if they see you from the back beforehand, they're walking behind you, it just says, to be a redneck. You're
Right.
like, what does that even mean?
Oh, my goodness.
I have to know.
There's some hillbilly calculus going on here. I've got to know what the rest of that is.
I mean, could you just put it's okay to be and then arrows up at your red neck?
No, because that could be pointing at your face or your chin or
No,
your
if it's
mouth
on the back
or
of
your
your
beard.
if it's on the back of your shirt,
What if your neck isn't red at that moment?
well then you are not fulfilling your obligation.
It's not an obligation.
If you're calling yourself a redneck and you're saying it's okay to be one,
Maybe it's December.
you should have a redneck.
In that circumstance, you would have to maintain. It's a, yeah,
And
that's
not a tan.
right. You
Gotta
got it's
be
got to be
red.
burned. That requires a lot of upkeep. That's almost rises to the level of performance art. I would respect the dedication, but you'd have to always make sure that the back of your neck was red.
Red and exposed
Oof.
because a very popular haircut for rednecks for a long time was the mullet, where it's party in the back and it's covering the red of the neck, and that ain't no good.
Right. Alan, is there a Rob in Pittsburgh? Is there a playlist with all these creepy songs, or am I going to have to make it myself? I'm
It's
sure that there
probably
is.
out there,
I'm
yeah.
sure there is. Again, Edge of 17. That's Stevie Nicks singing a song about her own coming of age, or some. She met Tom Petty's daughter or something. That was the story behind that song. Yeah.
The guy who featured for me at Hilarities when I headlined a couple weeks ago, his name's Blake Hammond. He's a very funny comedian from Cincinnati. And he does a bit about all of the pop punk guys getting in trouble for talking to like underage girls. And he's like, it's been in their lyrics the whole time. Like, how did we not see it? He does like all these act outs where he's like, is it jail, babe, if you're my soulmate?
Right.
So it's just like,
They
all
know
those
who their
things.
audience is.
Right.
They're walking that line.
He's like, it's just a bunch of 35-year-old dudes crying about how hard it is to be 16. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Sister Christian. Is it about a young girl? Sister Christian? I mean, I remember it from, a lot of people remember from Boogie Nights if they don't remember when it was out first.
I thought that song was called Motorin' for a very long time.
Motorin'.
I thought it said Motorhead.
Wonder if I have young girl in here. My parents were, yeah. This is Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
Kirby Bucket?
My mom was always playing this song in our house. Young girl, get out of my mind. Right? You're much too young, girl. Even Bruno Mars has a song called Young Girls. And he's gay, isn't he?
Oh,
Oh, Bruno
Is
Mars
he?
isn't gay?
I didn't know that.
Hey, he should be.
Okay.
He was just in Cleveland.
Does that mean he's not gay?
I don't know. He was at Forward serving drinks to a bunch of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He wasn't performing. He was just there.
Just hanging out?
You sure it
behind the
wasn't a
bar.
Bruno Mars impersonator?
It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it was him.
I spend all my money, bought a big old fancy car.
Well, anyway. The cat can sing, boy. I'll give him that.
I love Bruno Mars.
He's just so short.
He's a little man.
I need more.
Well, that means that he's got to project then. That's probably how he got to be such a good singer, is he had to project to get his voice up closer to tall people's ears.
That's what it is.
Right? He's down here. He's got to get the sound coming out of his mouth holes way up there.
Yeah.
It's that kind of adversity that separates middling artists from the true standouts,
Headliners.
from the
Nope,
headliners.
need more man.
The what?
I said, nope, I need more man
You need more man.
than that. Than 4'9".
So if Bruno Mars somehow took a shine to you, you'd be like, you're too short, Bruno Mars, or Peter. You got to call him by his government. You're too short, Pete. He's 5'5".
Oh, my
It's not
God.
that. It's not 4'9". It's 5'5".
That's a cup 3 inches taller than me. That's a little man. Probably weighs less than I do, too.
All right. Oh, and he's had a girlfriend for a while, so okay. So she doesn't mind. She's lovely. She's a
How
model.
tall is she?
I don't know.
She's a model. She's 5'9".
Yeah.
She could be like 5'11".
She's 5'4". Oh. She's a short model.
1 inch shorter than him.
Yep. And she's older than him,
Models
too.
Make money.
Huh?
How do those type of models make money? 5'4"? Like, what do you model for?
Anything?
Yeah,
You have a
Make
hot
clothes
face.
for short women.
They shoot you from the boobs up, and who cares?
I'm gonna say she's not doing runway.
No.
They just,
It's not the only kind of model.
Most models aren't doing runway.
runway. Who cares about runway?
Yeah. Even the ones that are doing runway, they're only there because they're tall. Like you're not going to see them in other stuff. Bruno Mars' girlfriend is 40 years old. Good for him. Hey, Incubus is coming to town. Those guys are all tall.